No, but like I don't know. I guess it didn't really matter to me, as like knowing the dorms would be different. But like yeah, it's fine.
I didn't know that freshman dorms were going to be different because like I came and I didn't tour any of the buildings and just showed up on day one and called it good on move-in day. And I guess I didn't really know they were different until I walked into Delray South and it was the exact mirror. And then Rosecrans is kind of
I did know that every hall was different coming in. I didn't know how different because whenever they do tours, they only let you stay in the Del Rey's, like when they have like Latino overnight or like any overnight type thing, they only open up the Del Rey's, so I didn't actually know how different they were.
I didn't know that they would be different when I came here. For orientation, we lived in the Del Rey's, and I thought that all of the dorms would have elevators.
I had no idea coming in that our freshman dorms would be different.
I didn't know. I knew that they were a little different, each building, but I didn't know how different. Like I didn't know I thought there were lounges on every floor in every hall, but I guess not.
Okay, so I didn't know there were gonna be differences in the halls before I came here because I'm not from here, so I didn't have the chance to go on tours and stuff. I assumed they were not gonna be exactly the same, but it's not that they're that different anyways, but there are some differences that I wouldn't have thought of, but yeah, that.
Okay, so coming in, I didn't know that the sizes in the rooms would be different in the residence halls. I figured that they would have everybody have the same sizes because of the prices and because it just makes sense to have everything the same for everybody who's coming in. I also didn't expect us to be so separated and the feeling in each area to be so different because of how separated we are from each other. I feel like one of the quads has a lot more going on at it and a lot less, and it's a lot quieter in some of them. Okay, so the difference between the residence halls, I think the main difference for me is the lounges in the Del Rey's and in the ones over in the not East Quad area. They have lounges on every floor, which makes them have study rooms and areas to just hang out for everybody. So it's a lot more social. And over on East Quad, which is where I live, there's one study room for 3 buildings, and it kind of, or not one study room, but like one study room with a lounge and a TV, so everybody is kind of separated and have to go in their rooms all the time to hang out.
Some of the differences in the freshman halls are that some are single-sex and some are co-ed. Some have elevators, some have lounges, other ones have sinks in the dorms, and some don't.
Rosecrans is different from the other residence halls on campus because we don't have air conditioning, walk-in closets, or sinks in our room.
You ready?
Okay, so I think that there's some buildings that are better than the others because, for example, Desmond has sinks on the rooms, and the fact that, for example, East Quad dorms are like much higher, like the ceiling is much higher. I think that's better for like some dorms than the others.
The difference between halls like Delray North and Delray South have elevators, air conditioning, not in the rooms, and they have like bigger rooms. And then they have a lounge on each floor, which is nice, and the TVs. But I think the lounges in like the other buildings are bigger, but yeah, whatever.
The differences between dorm halls like, Delray North and South, and then like Rosecrans, Wheelan, and Desmond, is that in the Del Rey's, they have like a lounge, and they have a lounge on every floor, and it has a TV, and they sort of have like a main lobby, whereas I live in Rosecrans, and you just kind of like walk in, and there's a billboard, but then there's no community area on the first floor. You just kind of have to like go straight upstairs, and then there are lounges on the other floors. But we do have a big lounge on the 4th floor, but it's on the 4th floor, and nobody wants to climb stairs.
Okay, so some differences between different halls are like Desmond has sinks in every room, and but we have to walk out of our hall to go do our laundry, whereas Sullivan and Huseman and Doheny, so East Quad, they have like laundry rooms in their own, so they don't have to like walk out at all.
Delray North is just the best hall because it's number one and it's better than all the other ones, and that's, I guess, what makes it different. All the other ones can kind of just be whatever, but Delray North is the best, and that's all that really matters. You need to like.
I mean, like that'd be a good question to ask like my mother because she like pays for my housing and stuff. But I do think there are some dorms that have like some more facilities, like particularly Delray's North and South, only because they're brand new.
I believe that we should definitely have different pricing for different dorms because we shouldn't be paying the same amount when we don't have things such as air conditioning or walk-in closets or sinks, things that make a huge difference.
I think there should be different prices for different dorms because like the Delrays are a lot newer. They have like common rooms on every floor. Like Delray North has a lot of like better views. It's kind of farther away from a lot of the loud stuff, and I think it should cost a little bit more because of that. But then they also have like living and learning communities, so why should you have to pay more if you choose to do something like that and you're placed in one of those housing options? So I don't know.
I don't think that they should be priced differently based on the dorms because while some of them have obvious benefits, they also have drawbacks, and then other dorms that you don't think of also have great benefits.
And then I don't think there should be different prices for each room, or each dorm. I mean, it's just like you need to sleep and take showers and go to the bathroom, so like you have that in every single dorm, so it's the same thing. And then maybe like one have like ping pong tables, or that doesn't, and I don't, but it's the same thing. Like if you want to play ping pong, you're gonna go to that room and that dorm anyway. So I mean, no one cares. And yeah, like those who have ping pong tables maybe don't have sinks in the rooms, and maybe others do. So like in the end, like and most of them have like some things on their own that others don't have. And yeah, I mean, you just can't live in all of them, so I don't care.
How different they were. And I do think that it would be a good idea to have different prices for different dorms. Next year I'll be in McKay, and everyone says it's one of the worst ones, but the price for like McKay is lower, at least.
I think that the prices should be different for the different residence halls for freshmen because rooms are bigger in the Delrays and they're a lot newer, so I feel like they should be a lot more expensive. I know that in East Quad the rooms are a lot smaller and there's a lot less of us. So
I think the prices should be different. Like Delray North and Delray South should be a little more expensive, but I'm in Delray North and I don't want to pay more for it, but I'll have to deal with that next year because I